Thanks for tuning in, Coach Kizzy at Majestic Life Solution. I was gonna do affirmations on that, but I actually liked it that. I actually liked it that. So I was gonna leave it just like that. So that's why I got off and I got back on. So now it's time for affirmations. Okay, we're gonna see what Spirit has to say to us. Let's do Roxanne. I'm gonna tell you something. You know what? and it's kind of funny to me, but I'm gonna say it anyways because you know how things going on in the world, right? So you know how I'm. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys because I listen. It always it's about being 100 with yourself. You know how everything is trending on social media. You got a lot of people are trending right now. Listen to what I'm telling you. A lot of people are trending, and what that means is what you mean by that, Coach Kizzy. I'm gonna tell you like how people having trials in their life right now. And it's so crazy because you can, I mean, if you look on Facebook, you see a lot of things are trending and it's going around the world, right? It's just not for everybody, not just for just one specific person, right? So this what it just came to my spirit, right? So, okay, so you think about things how things are trending, right? Like so think about the trial that Diddy's in. That's trending, right? All over the world. So that's his trials and tribulations that he's going through. That's his storm that he's in, right? So then you have you have the pastors that's trending and everything's going around the world, right? And everybody's talking about that, right? So think about this. Then you have like the rappers, you have the singers, you have gospel singers, you have all kinds of singers, whichever one. So everything is trending, right? And here comes me. Think about it. Put it in your head. I'm it's weird, but hey, it's life. It's trending. Everything is trending. And if you don't know what that is, I'll tell you what it is. When stuff trending, that means it goes out to the universe. It goes out to the universe, and a lot of people judge on type of things that goes on in the world. When stuff starts to trend, it gets out to the universe, and everybody starts to know about it. Like my storm that I'm in, it's not just for Dallas. It's not just for Dallas. And people are just probably thinking that it's just for Dallas. No, it's trending around the world. This is something that's going on what we got going on in Dallas. It's Dallas, it's California, New York, all kinds of places that's trending right now. And everything is going out to the universe. You got to understand this. It's going out to the universe, so it's not just for the people in Dallas or my family members, my friends and my associates. It's not just for us. You guys, this is going out to the world. It's just not for us. So when things happen in the world, when like this war or something is something really major and something bad, you have you have the universe to actually explore these type of things, and it trends around the world. So people, it's not just for, like how they say, this is just for my eyes to see. It's not like that. This is trending around the world. So for me, and what for me, just being who I am, and not to say, or not to just say anything, not to brag, but when my trending is basically, I'm just gonna tell you how people have really, they push me to. I know who Jesus was. I know who he was. I know what he want out of me. But I was foolish in the world. I was foolish in the world, and I was hard headed. And so therefore, when people push me to a purpose, then that's the only thing that I can think of right now in my life. Is That's the only thing. So by me trending and putting out what good in the atmosphere, because people, whatever people narratives of about somebody, like how people think that, okay, I'm just going to be real with you, how people think that, okay, I'm going to put him in isolation where I'm not going to let nobody see him, or I don't want them to judge him in a good way, because people know that when you have somebody good, or if they good, then or whatever it is, they want to hide you. Listen to what I tell you. They want to hide you, for people won't actually know who you are as a humankind. That's what they do. People does that because they already know that, oh, that's a good person. But we're gonna change his mindset. We're gonna change his mindset, and we're gonna make him feel less than, make him feel like he's not worthy of nothing. So if he's not worthy of nothing, he's gonna be in isolation for the rest of his life, and people gonna start thinking whatever narratives we put out on him, that's what they're gonna believe. That's what people. That's what, like, basically a smear campaign is. You guys, if you didn't know, that's what people want. People to know when you're in isolation, they want you to only think that you're less than yourself, or they want you to commit suicide. They want you to do a whole lot of things to yourself, to harm yourself, to break yourself down, to make you feel like you're less than, and not have the strength to get back up and understand that you go through trials and tribulations. Shoot, when you're grown, you go through trials and tribulations. So therefore, that's what people want you to do when it's like a smear campaign. So I actually want you guys to actually, if anybody going through a smear campaign, listen, just hold your head up. Hold your head up, stick your chest out, and walk in the room like you own it, and start and pray every day against all these things that's happening in your life. That's the only thing you have to do, is pray against it. Pray against it, because God hears you. He hear you. Pray against it. And let them keep that same narrative that they have of you. That's it. That's all. Let them have that. Because if when you start letting them have it, then and you act, listen, oh, oh, thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. But listen, if you let them have that narrative of whatever the picture they painted for you, you see how this picture is painted? That picture, whatever picture, let them have that in their head. Okay, let them keep that, because once you start not paying attention to it, paying attention to the negativity that people are putting out on you, they painted a picture about you. When you don't even involve yourself in it, eventually what? They're gonna start feeling guilty in the inside. They're gonna start saying, I don't even understand why we started this, because we are not really doing anything. So therefore, just let them paint that narrative of you. Okay? Just let them keep doing it. Just let them keep doing it. Because you wanna know why? Because they actually count up and boosting up your blessings. Let them keep doing it. Let them keep doing it, because God see what you're going through. Listen, God see what you're going through. He wants you to go through that, because he want to know if you tough enough to come out of this strong. Strong. That's what God wants you to do. God want to see if you want to come out of it strong. For any challenges that people face in life, you can be an inspiration to them, and lead them in the right direction. That's what God wants you to do. So don't listen to the narrative. Don't pay attention to the narrative that somebody already painted of you. Okay, that's it. So let's get into our affirmations. Holy Spirit, got these cards and the message you want us to hear. Spirit, what message you want us to hear? Okay, I know the first card came out. Okay. So what we're gonna oh, I can't see nothing on this card. So okay, now I can see. So celebrate your progress no matter how small. Celebrate it. I celebrate it. I celebrate my progress because I have came a long, long way. And you have to put that in your mind. I can't see. It's different. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta understand. But listen, you have to actually celebrate your progress. And you got to know in your mind, have you came a long way in life? I have. I actually came a very long way in life. In life. Wanna know why? Cause God, I let Him guide me, and it feels good to let Him guide me. You wanna know why it feels good? Because you don't have to be a people pleaser, and especially when you set healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries are good for everyone, not just for me. For everyone, set them. Set your boundaries and make sure that don't nobody cross your boundaries. Because if they do, check them at the front door. I was waiting on you at the door. Gratitude is a key to happiness. Yeah, if I put it out way up there, I can see. A reminder of your potential and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and let go. I don't understand the quote, book. Okay. Every day I embrace the joy that comes from my faith. Oh, you got to have faith. And Spirit wants you to know that you are moving. Whatever you've been wishing and praying for, you are moving. Like I know I'm moving. I'm moving. And what you mean by that, Coach Kizzy? They say he moving. Yeah, I'm moving up into the kingdom. Hmm. Yeah, I'm moving up to the kingdom and do God's work instead of doing somebody else's work. That's what I'm doing. That's what my moving means. Your moving can be different, but if I'm doing a read on myself, this is my reading and moving up in what God wants me to do, not with humankind. So Spirit wants me to know to stay single for a while, and that's gonna happen. Period. Point blank. I've been single for 9 years. 9 years. I've been single. Yeah, 9 years. I've been single. Uh, yeah. I was gonna say, but like dating doesn't mean you're in a committed relationship. Okay, I have talked to somebody and I done dated for probably uh almost a month and trying to make it go somewhere, but it just didn't never go nowhere. Okay, so don't never confuse dating with being in a committed relationship. Yeah, I've been single for 9 years. Okay, so live in the present. Tomorrow is not promised. I don't got no more cards. Hold on. Spirit will message you. Okay, we're gonna do these while I get this one off the floor. All right, new doors are opening up. New doors, meaning new opportunities, job opportunities. God releasing you from something. You know, if you trying to work in the kingdom or whatever you're trying to do, or you're trying to walk in purpose, new doors are opening up for you, for me, and for you. Angels and guides supporting you. Dream big and trust the universe. Oh, your journey is your own. Honor it. Embrace change. It is a sign of growth. I know, man, of course. New home is coming. New home is coming. Okay, I don't know what kind of home that you're thinking, but my home is my home. It can be new home, meaning everybody in your household starting to understand what God wants out of them. That can be new homecoming. It can be a lot of things, but who's to say? Got to use your discernment on what you believe in. Spirit, what the message you have for me? Oh, what kind of joy comes from within? Cultivate it. Be open to the lessons that life presents. I am surrounded by love and guidance from the universe. Okay, we're gonna do the other ones today. So, the bottom card is boss, and on the back of it says, "Oh, you want to do the back of the cards? Let's see what they say, cause I haven't did that in a long time. Let's see what they say. The back of the cards, cause there's some writing on there. Yep, I was a little ghetto, but it's okay. I will have a kingdom partner. I am blessed and highly favored. I trust my gut, and the ones I can't see, I'm not gonna do. Oh, I know the plans I have for you. Can't see that. Can't see that one. I have the power to change my story. Can't see that one. Honor your father and mother. Oh, great one. Honor your mother and father. Honor them. Change is coming soon. I am kind. Thoughts create reality. God is my light. I can't see it. I believe in me to create a brighter future. Last card says God did it. Yes, he did. We're gonna put them right there because we're gonna do these. Change your mindset. Change your mindset. You want your mindset changed. That's why you be here, and it's a good thing. Even though you come every blue moon, but it's okay. As long as you know you won't change. What the song say? Change me, oh God. Make me more like you. I'll listen to that when I get off of here. I want to ask a question since you're on here. Like, do y'all watch me or say think that I'm gonna say something negative about you guys? Huh? Is it something that you think that I'm gonna say negative about you guys? Huh? Cause y'all watch and listen. Do y'all think I'm gonna say something negative? No, I'm not. I just want you guys to find Jesus. Ain't nothing negative to say about you guys. You're all loved. Spirit got these chords. Holy Spirit got these chords in the message you want us to hear today. I'm serious. Is that what y'all want to know? If that's what y'all want to see and what y'all want to be listening to see if I'm going to say something negative about you, to say something that, you know, I don't know, something bad, I don't create chaos. I don't create drama. I don't do all that. I'll let you guys have it. Spirit, what message you want? I guess y'all. I guess. I guess. I guess. I mean, I'm just asking. You on here? It's a thing where you can chat, that you can ask questions to. So is it something that you think I'm supposed to say about you guys? Oh, what you call it started that? Oh, I remember when you said that. Oh, did you? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do none of that. That's not my forte, okay? So always remember, okay? Yeah, I do get mad sometimes to cuss y'all out, but I'm not supposed to do that no more either. Okay, that's over with. That's over with too. Cussing you out. Listen, but what do it solve? What do it solve? Nothing, because you can still do the same thing over and over. So what do it solve for me? What do I gain? And what do I gain to talk about you guys? What do I gain by that? I'm in my own bubble. What do I gain? What is it? It's a thing down there where you can chat. Let me see. I'm gonna put me in the chat. If I can show you that you can chat on here. And you're on YouTube. Okay, let me show you. Let me pull it up for you, my guy. And I can chat back with you. You might finally want to say something. By just looking for real, you might finally want to say something. You might just want to. Just say anything. You don't have to just keep watching. I'm gonna put hello, my guy. Let me see what pop up. Yeah, see, it popped up on my screen right there. Look, I'm gonna show you. so 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 excited. Listen, it popped up on my screen. Listen, I put it in right here on my phone. I said, "Hello, my guy," and right here, look, I'm sharing my screen. Oh, I can't share my screen. Let me see if I can do it like this. Oh, it look weird, don't it? I can't share my screen, but it's right there. It says show, whatever, and then I'm gonna reply back, and I'm gonna say hello. It says hello. Something so easy. You see? And I got it on my phone right here. It says hello. I got it on my phone. It's so easy for you to just not watch and just talk. Think I'm gonna cuss you out? No. tried to put a bar of soap in my mouth to actually cleanse my mouth because it can get so dirty, and I try to fix it. When you know something, you do better at it. So the main line is always open for you to speak. For the first time, you say hello. Jesus, you just watch me. Why? 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 What does it? What? Why? You just sit there and what do you do? What do you want to know? It's the question board. Say chat. Hello. You can say hello. Or if it's a group effort, y'all guys can say hello. That's it. Is it a group effort? You just got a big tablet, like a big tablet, and y'all just watching. Y'all guys can say hello. I'm open to hellos. I'm gonna say hello. When you say hello, listen. You brighten up the world when you be kind. Okay, you brighten up the world when you be kind. If you want to say hello, I'm gonna say hello back to you. Okay. Spirit weapon message. I'm not a jerk. Okay. And if you know me personally, you know that I'm not a jerk. Okay? I'm not a jerk. All you have to do is just say, hello. And you probably know me by name. You probably say, what is Coach Kizzy? I know him by Lakiz. You can say hello, Lakiz. It's available. Okay? Not being funny either. Not being funny. But it's available. So stop letting fear get in your way. Okay? Young man or young woman, whoever you are. Stop letting fear get in your way and just press the thing. You probably already wrote on there plenty of times and erased it. But just say hello, okay? Haven't you? Because it's something you want to say. It is. I'm telling you the truth. It's something I just feel it. Something you want to say because when you be watching, when somebody watch all the time, it's something that they want to say, and you probably wrote in the message block and you erased it. You can say hello. I'm not a cruel person, okay? Let's see. Oh, what you gonna think I'm gonna say? Oh, you the one started this junk. No, I'm not gonna say that either. I'm not gonna say that either. That's the waste of my energy, child. So you the one started? If you are, I forgive you. Okay, I forgive you. You know, if God can forgive us, I can forgive y'all. I forgive you, and I'm moving on. Okay, that's it. What the message spirit? Moving on up to the sky. Finally got a piece of the pie. The bean don't burn and something. Ah, there we go. Oh, let me get the last chord on the bottom. I don't even want that chord. This chord says, listen, this, like I said before, what did I say? I said, this is my read. So, you got to understand. Um, Do you want me to tell you about yourself? I'm gonna tell you about yourself once I finish this one, because it's mine. You are a keeper. Keep people. You are a keeper of your family stories. I am. Because my family has a lot of stories. I'm gonna tell you this. My family has a lot of stories. They do. They do. My family has a lot of stories. And I'm the keeper of their stories. That means they have strayed away from the Most High God. So when I'm the keeper of my family stories, that means I'm a send them towards the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? And they're gonna start having an understanding about what God wants from them. They gonna listen. My family gonna start understanding what God wants from them, not from what mankind wants from them. What God wants. This is what I'm doing for my family. So that's why they listen to me and hear me. They hear me out. I don't know who you are, but this is what I'm doing for my family, because like a lot of people in my family, they listen. They know Jesus. They know him, but they don't believe in his willpower. Just say it like that. They don't believe in his willpower. And it send them to darkness. It sent them to darkness. So I have to be the one to stray them to back to Jesus. Not astray them from him, but I have to be the one to be the keeper of my family's stories, to understand that what God wants out of them and lead them in the right path for growth in their lives. And they'll start standing up for what they believe in the Most High God, instead of worrying about the dark places that they in. So that is what I'm doing for my family. This is why I isolate. Well, y'all put me in isolation, but I isolate myself. I ain't came out of it, and I don't want to come out of it right now. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm working on self. I'm working on self. And you can't actually tell them that, oh, you got to do this. But when they see the glory and things that happens towards my life, they're gonna follow behind in my footsteps, to want to actually know what Jesus is about. They're gonna start praying more. They're gonna start giving themselves to Christ Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? So if you know that, then this is what I'm doing for my family. The generations of generations have been the same thing over and over. We were our generation of listen, our generation, my generation of this age, my age, growing up in the 80s, it's been the same thing over and over again. It's been drug addictions. It's been sex addictions. And them the only two I know. They're the only two I know. Sex addictions and drug addictions. Some haven't did drugs, haven't picked up drugs day of their life. Some haven't. But if you know that you have walked in the dark, you have to acknowledge that part of your life. And you have to actually start coming to agreement with yourself and say, you know what? I do need some kind of change, because this is not the life that I want to live. And if you a man and a woman, y'all have kids, whatever it is, you don't want to raise your kids in the same environment that we grew up in. You want better. So the only way that you can actually stand up for yourself is through Jesus. It's through Jesus, and let him guide your path. Because every day that we wake up, what do we always think about? That we're struggling on something. We need this to be done in our life. We're struggling. We're living in poverty. Because what? Why? Why are we living in poverty? Because our mindsets. Our mindsets. And so when our mindsets think negative, it astray us away from the Most High God. And how can we get victory without God? How can we defeat any enemy that comes our way? Through God, through prayer, through scriptures. Next chord is what I want out of them. Be mindful of the legacy you want to create. And as I said it again, if the percentage of people in my family, probably basically all have kids, right? So if you know that you have kids, be mindful of the legacy that you want to create. Because as parents, you're not going to be around your child all the time. You're not going to be on this earthly land always. So what create the legacy that you want your child to live by. So when you dead and gone, you can say, and you can look down from heaven and watch over them and say, you know what? I created this legacy. I want this legacy to go on and on. Not by what your mama have done, your mama and daddy have done. We can't go on that no more. We can't go on that no more because a child is exploring different things in the world. When we was young, we wasn't worried about a cell phone. We worried about a pager. If you give a child a pager today, what would a child say to you? What I supposed to do with this? Because they used to the devices, the phone. It's teaching them different type of things. So if you was born in my age, my year, and in the 80s, our moms treated us different. You understand what I'm saying? They had their own way. So you have to create your own. That's what break generational curses. That's what break them. By doing something that you haven't seen before. Something that's unknown that you create, that you want to live by. The traditions that you create in your life for growing up the next generation. This is what it's about. It's not about just living for self. That's selfish. That's a selfish individual. That's why God created us to actually uplift and inspire people. That's why it's called purpose. Because it's a purpose in doing something that God wants you to do. But we don't understand that as humankind. Know why we don't understand that? Because you're still holding on to that old cycle that you're used to. Say it again. Because you're holding on to that old cycle that you're used to. You're not willing to change. You're not willing to change your mindset and make something different out of your life. For you can be the light in this world. For you can be the light in this world. And you can shine brightly. Once you start understanding that, you know what? I'm going to love myself unconditionally. And then you'll start saying, let love guide your actions and decisions. Because who can create a grown person's legacy? Who can create that? You. Who can stop the generational curse that's going on and on and on? The cycles that study continuing. Who can stop that? It takes one person, and it's going to take me. It's going to take me. Because people don't get it in their mind. They don't get it. They think that oh, I don't care about what nobody's. Listen, sometimes that hard criticism that a person give you, you got to take that in and use it as pain. It's gonna be pain to you, but turn it into power. Turn it into power and create who you need to be. Embrace change. It's the first step towards growth. How can you grow if you don't want to change? How can you grow if you don't want to change? Change comes from who? That grown individual. Change comes from a grown individual that's stuck in their pride that they think they know it all. It's always something out there that you can learn. And someone you can learn from. No matter the age, no matter the race, you can learn. But you don't want to because you're used to the same thing over and over again. So you create this in your head. You create this narrative about yourself in your head that you're not worthy. That's what you create. Stand tall and change yourself. Because can't nobody change you but you. Can't nobody change you but you. So you have to stand firm on what you believe in. Do you want change? Is change good for my life? You have to ask yourself. Don't be stuck in the same cycle over and over again. Because you're being hard-headed. A hard head make a soft behind. Now that's a generational thing that's gonna keep going on and going on. Because it's true. That's true. Only you can change yourself. Because you are a co-creator of your own destiny. What destiny do you want? What is it? What is it? What is it? Do you want to create something? Do you as a person want to be stuck in poverty? Ask yourself. Because relying on somebody else's income, relying on somebody else's money when you can do it yourself. Because that's what a lot of people do nowadays. They rely on everybody's source of income. That's just like how famous, like how, just say for instance, you have a child that's famous. You ain't worried about that. You ain't worried about that child well-being sometimes because you're worried about them funds that's coming in for you. That's what you're worried about. You can be a co-creator of your own destiny. You can change the legacy that you want to create, even if you had already created something that's turned your household down. It's up to you to change. Forgive yourself for not creating your own legacy. Because you want to know why? Because nowadays we got kids having kids. We got kids having kids. So whatever monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. So if that child that's having a child and you a grown adult and you know that your child is having a child and when that child is born, they don't know what to do. Because they looking off of your life. They looking off your life. Well, I'm just going to do it how my mama did it. I'm going to do it how my daddy did it. That's why the cycle keep continue. Because people stuck in a pride and don't want to change. Don't want to create an environment that's gonna brighten up the future for the next generation. They don't want to brighten themselves up because they stuck in their own self. They stuck on themselves. Just say it like that. They stuck on themselves. They stuck in the same spot. But how do people, like, you can see famous people. They done had ups and downs in their life. They done been through poverty. But what did they do to get there? What did they do? Some made it out. Some got there the easy way. Some got there the hard way. But it's according to how you want to actually raise your kids. You want the next generation of somebody else's kids to follow behind your footsteps. That's what this world is supposed to be about. But this world is full of BS. This world is full of BS. But if one it takes one person to stand up for what they believe in, and what I believe in is I know that the world can be better than this. I know the world can be better than this. It's not the end. It's not the end. So if you know that it's not the end, live in the present moment and think about change. Think about change. Don't let nobody else change you. You change yourself. Because you get and I done seen people try to change people. And that's just like how people get in a marriage. And just like how I just said last night about how this older woman got with this younger guy, right? I don't even gotta say the name. Or this older man got with this younger female, right? If they got with this younger female, do you know? I'm gonna tell you something. Do you know they try to mold them into what they want them to be? Listen, I've been there before. I've been there before, trying to mold somebody into something that they not. So you go younger. So you go younger. Because you want to mold this person into your reality. But you ain't giving them time enough to create their own reality. So you go younger. Understand. This is life. This is life that we live. But it only comes a point of time in our life that we say we need change. It's time to change. It's time to stand up and do something. So that's why I am my family's keeper of their stories. Because I understand that a lot of people walk around like they S don't stink. Listen to what I tell you. They walk around like they S don't stink, but all our stuff stink. Open up your heart today and start realizing that this is what I need. Open up your heart and your mind to understand that a part of healing is acknowledging something that you need healing on. And you know what you need healing on? A lot of people in my family, you know what you need healing on? Your mind. Your mind. That's what you need healing on. Your mind. Because your mind think negative things. It's terrible. Because the same thing you think about yourself, that's how you put out in the atmosphere of somebody else. Because that's what you think of yourself. But it only takes one person to change that. And that's me. That's me. When people think negative and bad about you, it's only a reflection of themselves. It's only a reflection of themselves. So you got to start understanding that this is what I need to do in my life. Because I'm actually pushing myself onto that person. I'm actually pushing myself onto that person. When you start understanding that, you will understand life. But your pride is stuck in your negative ways. Your pride is stuck in your negative ways, and you don't know the meaning or the first beginning of change. You don't know it. You don't know it. Because you haven't sat down with self long enough to understand self. That's why. That's why a lot of people talk about people because they only projecting they negative thoughts that they thinking about themselves in their head. They project it onto you. That's it. You understand that? This is what this people have done this for years, have created things for years. So when somebody is so if think about if somebody is jealous about somebody or envy of somebody, they create this in their head. They create already something bad about that person. But actually, in reality, if you think about it, it's something about that person that they talking about that they not brave enough to do themselves. So they project it on to you. Understand how life works. Once you start knowing the meaning of life, start knowing the meaning of life, you'll become a better individual in this world. But you can't get there by by having negative Nancy and stored inside your brain. You understand that? You understand that? That's just like how. Ooh, Jesus. But listen, once you start seeking change, once you start seeking change and asking God to guide you in the direction that you need, your actions and decisions will line up to your actions. Your actions and decisions will start lining up to your actions. Because don't project your own behaviors onto someone. You understand what I'm saying? Don't project your own behaviors onto someone. Because you only talking about when you talk about people, you're only talking about yourself. If you look in the mirror, just think about it. You're only talking about yourself. You're not talking about that individual because you created some delusional stuff in your head. You're not talking about that individual. You're talking about yourself. That's why every time you look in the mirror, who when you look in that mirror, who there? Is that person that you're talking about in that mirror? It's you. Because you're the one looking at yourself. You mirroring yourself. So that's why I tell people try to be yourself as much as you can. Try to be yourself as much as you can because you can't be nobody else but yourself. And when you start coming to realization that I can only be who I am, you'll realize that this is what I need to do for myself, not for anybody else, for me. So you guys, if this came across your For You page, and I'm sorry that I didn't get to finish the affirmations, but I want you guys to start doing positive affirmations and apply them to your life. It manifests a good life for you. You understand what I'm saying? It manifests a good life for you. And you can say whatever you want to on your cores. Don't never think negative on your cores, because if you start thinking negative, it's gonna store inside your brain and start thinking negative about yourself. So always say good things about yourself, no matter what somebody have told you. Okay, that's what I want you to know today. So if this come across your For You page, just know that this message was meant to find you, and I want you to stand up tall and believe in what you believe in, your belief system, and start believing more in yourself. All right.